Hello friends! Despite the fact that creatine is one of the most studied and effective supplements in sports nutrition, there are rumors that after taking it, there is a rebound effect and all the muscles will deflate. Let me briefly explain how creatine actually works and what happens before and after taking it. Being athletic is simple. Let's go. What is the main complaint about creatine? Despite its overall usefulness and use in various sports, one of its effects is mistakenly considered a side effect. Water retention in the muscles. This is not a side effect. This is what is called osmotic activity. When the amount of creatine increases in the muscles, it pulls in water. And there is nothing wrong with that. This is its characteristic, and it is absolutely safe. Of course, being dry and lean is nice when you take creatine, but if your goal is to gain muscle mass and increase strength indicators, then such fullness in the muscles reduces the risk of injury, and being dry is not needed at all. What happens before taking creatine? Of course, some amount of creatine is always stored in our body, but as we know, it is very difficult to obtain additional creatine from food, while a spoonful of creatine immediately replenishes the reserves. Moreover, it is important to note that a single dose of creatine has minimal effect. It needs to accumulate in the body. If you don't know how to properly take creatine and why it should be consumed, for example with grape juice, I recommend checking out our videos in the description and subscribing to the channel so you don't forget to watch. During the intake of creatine, especially in the first to second week when it accumulates and draws in water, one can quickly gain 1 to 3 kg. The muscles become more rounded and fuller. This is immediately noticeable in the mirror. But one can also notice a difference on the scales. In this case, the body strives for balance. But this additional battery of creatine cannot work without a sufficient amount of water. The main advice is to drink a lot. There are different norms for daily water consumption. To simplify, you just shouldn't have a dry mouth. Keep an eye on that. Plus, drink 2 glasses of water a day. And most importantly, you shouldn't be scared that the main weight gained is due to water. The essence is different. Creatine allows for increased productivity, enabling more repetitions, completing a greater volume of work during training, and providing more load to the muscles. And this directly reflects on muscle hypertrophy. They grow from training, not from magic pills. Your task is to make the most of this energy potential during your workout. There is a myth that one can use other forms of creatine, such as creatine hydrochloride, and that it will not cause water retention. This is unsupported information. Water will still be present. The worst thing you can do is to intentionally drink less water. This is dangerous and can lead to dehydration. There are many myths about the fact that creatine and caffeine should not be taken together. Creatine affects the kidneys. If you are interested in such a video, write your questions in the comments and we will definitely make it. So, what happens after taking creatine? A month or 2 has passed, you finished your jar, and what now? Will your muscles deflate? Not quite. Due to the decrease in creatine concentration to a level of 0, as it was before taking it, the battery will accordingly decrease. Consequently, there will be some reduction in strength indicators and a decrease in body mass. Water will be lost. But it won't be a complete 0 like before taking it. Of course, if you haven't been lying on the couch, in that case, you won't change before and after. The physical strength, muscle mass, and endurance that you have managed to develop and train during this course will significantly exceed your levels before taking it. The results are not only maintained but also increased, and the overall effectiveness can be illustrated with such an arc, before and after taking it. In general, your training process should be structured in such stages or steps, gradually climbing higher and higher, becoming stronger and better. Creatine definitely works, and it is the best choice not only for beginners. It's affordable, safe, and has proven effectiveness. For example, this universal can last for 40 days of use, containing 200 grams. This is the most common creatine monohydrate. The old-timer universal is a well-known brand. Another option is the company Rule 1, the same American brand, similar to Optimum Nutrition from the same creators, without unnecessary ingredients, produced in the USA as it should be. If you want something more interesting, choose a complete protein, but don't overpay for extra carbohydrates or vitamins in the composition. They are not needed.
No.
I understand that many people want to become stronger and build their muscles faster, but supplements won't do that for you. They merely provide some additional resources for you to train more effectively and, as a result, improve. I hope I answered the question about the drop-off after taking creatine. It all depends on whether you slacked off during training or not. Creatine allows you to give your all in workouts. Use your chance. Well, as usual, I will run to unpack the supplies of sports nutrition in our muscle store. If you have any questions, feel free to write in the comments. Like, subscribe. Bye.